expectations is one thing that you have to keep in mind. The first point, when you want to be a good entrepreneur, or when you want to be a good manager, when you want to join a big company, or when you want to join an industry, you have to make sure what kind of expectations those industry, or if you want to be a businessman, you want to make sure what kind of expectation that product is expecting to start from your side. If you want to start a business, for example, to be easy, I take a textile business as an example. If you want to start a textile company, or if you want to employ yourself in a textile company as a manager in an apparel brand like us, there will be a lot of experienced guy already available in the market. Like after 8 months of lockdown, there are a lot of qualified people. They cannot able to continue their job in the industry because of the slowdown. They will be waiting for every opportunity, every new interview to involve themselves and to prove themselves. So you have to go and compete with them. So when you want to go and compete with those kind of experienced individuals, what kind of difference you're going to give to the employers to choose? I can easily say that 10 years experience, one guy is waiting. One fresher from MIM University, an MBA graduate, the college topper, the gold medalist coming to an interview. I want to compare these both individuals. What I will do is, if I can able to identify some spark in you, if I can see that even though this guy is having 10-year experience, but comparing to the young guy who is a gold medalist, who is the college topper, who is having something spark inside him, who can ignite my business to next level, I will definitely pick you guys. It is because the difference that you will be showing into the interview with your skills. So that is one thing you have to really understand. You want to make like the percentage of jobs that are getting to the MBA students from 50% to 100%. What you have to do is, from the beginning, not on the day of interview, not on the day when you passed out your degree, not on the day of graduation, when you get everything, the next day will be open. The world will be welcoming you with closed hands. Believe me, my friends, nobody will open their hands and welcome you in the world that you have been studying in a great university, or you have been topped the institute with the gold medal or first rank or a last rank. Nobody cares that. What they want is, are you an individual capable enough to fulfill their expectations? That is the one quality everybody will look. And if you can able to convince them with the way that you present yourself, that you are the one individual that going to fulfill the expectation, or you are the one individual that going to give a better product to the industry or better product to the society, that can give an upper edge for everyone to look after you, that will be the key point, that you can be always accommodated into the fast changing world. So when you fulfill your expectations, or when you start doing something to increase your capacity, or to increase your confidence, or increase your availability to make the expectations fulfill, definitely that kind of individuals are what every corporates or every new recruiter is looking for. So that kind of expectations you have to search in your life. So for searching that expectations, you have to look for opportunities. The first and foremost thing a businessman have to look, or a business individual who want to design their life as a business individual, you have to think what kind of industry that you are going to choose in your life. I'll take my example. I'm from Tirupur. Everywhere you can see t-shirt here. Every street will be having like n number of factories. Everywhere you see, you smell the flavor of t-shirts here. You smell the flavor of the fabric here. So that goes into my mind, that goes into my heart. Everything in my blood becomes like that. So I want to be a textile businessman. I dreamt like that. I want to be a textile businessman, not like a big corporate, or I doesn't dream that I will be in a position which I am holding now. I doesn't dream that I will be creating a brand on my own. I doesn't dream that I will be visiting 48 countries in my life. I doesn't dream that I will be presenting a resolution in the United Nations headquarters in New York. I doesn't dream that I will travel 5 continents in 1 year. I doesn't dream that I will be an executive vice president of India. I doesn't dream that. But what I have done, I have chosen one industry which will be my heart and soul for the entire life. Then I started slowly, what kind of achievements I can able to do in this industry. My first dream, you will not believe, my first dream is to have a company, my own company in the year 2010. I dreamt that in 2000. 10 years back, I have made my mind, okay, whatever job I do, whatever work I do in my life, but I will have my own company in the year 2010. For your information, I studied only up to 12th standard. 1994, when I passed out of my higher secondary, my father gave me two chances. Either I can go to a government college, Chicken Arts College in Tirupur, which is close by my home. So he can give me a two-wheeler to go to the college, or I can go to a factory where we will be having some investment as a working partner. My dream is I have to go with all my friends. Like when you finish your higher secondary, you always have your dreams collectively developing with your friends, with your school friends. All my school friends has been going to studying in Coimbatore. Somebody went to Bangalore. Somebody went to Sulur. There are a lot of choices. When I asked my father that I want to study in Coimbatore, he said I couldn't able to afford because he is a small grocery shop owner. My younger brother is also there. So he said, I cannot able to afford you giving money for your commutation, Coimbatore, Tirupur every day. And you cannot able to spend all your time in Coimbatore. So what I can do is, if you want to go to a college, I can give you an option to start here in Tirupur, or if you want to do some business, I have saved some money. I can invest in a garment factory. So you can go and you can learn, and at the same time you will have the privilege to be a partner's son. Immediately I choose the business because I want to be one of the best in my life every time, even from the childhood. This also happened to me because of my father. My father never allowed me to play with the childs on my street. He always say that if you play with your friends on the street, you will have the small mind. The street, not nowadays. I'm talking about 1980s, 1985. So 25, 30 years before. What he will say that his idea and his concept is like, when we are having our association with close-minded people, or people doesn't have a big thinking, we will also have our life like that. So he wants me to go out and see the world, go out and experience the world. Think big always. Don't put yourself in a small circle and just go around like that. He never do like that. So when I started to think of like this, I will be like working in a company like a supervisor. My first salary is 2,500 rupees. In 1995, when I joined as a textile assistant in a garment factory here. So it doesn't stops me in thinking big. It doesn't stops me in dreaming to have my own factory in 2010. From 1995 till 2005, I have been working in different companies, keeping in mind like I will start my own company one day, because I have chosen the right industry, and from that industry I want to do something in my life so that I can be recognized as an individual, started from something and have done something. So from 2000 onwards, I used to search for an opportunity where I can gain experience, because I only have like 10 years in my life, so I can get some knowledge of myself to start my own company in 2010. In 2005, I got a great opportunity to join myself in Junior Chamber International, JCI. Because of JCI, me and Samson Thomas came to know about each other. And this is an international organization supporting a lot of youngsters from 18 to 40 years. It has been in 105 countries and having members around the world, more than 300,000 members, and a lot of alumni there. So this organization gave me a knowledge for my life. What is the academic experience that I missed in my life to get study in the college or in the university somewhere? This organization has given me everything. Now I can proudly say that I have been double MBA in JCI. I have got all the management experience I've got all the practical knowledge. I got all the business techniques, how to network, how to approach a customer, how not to speak business to a customer. I have learned everything in JCI. Because of that, I got an opportunity to present a resolution in the United Nations headquarters in New York. A 12th standard studied individual representing JCI India in the United Nations headquarters. That is a remarkable achievement I got in my life. It is apart from business. So when coming back to business, I have chosen my industry, and I want to be one of the very normal person in the industry, because in Tirupur we have doing like more than 15,000, 20,000 crore business every year. Going and making an impact in the industry is something we cannot able to dream. But still, I want to do something in the industry. So I have been always searching inside me what kind of new things that I can bring to the industry, or what kind of new things I can able to bring to my personal individuality. So there are a lot of learnings I got starting from 94, maybe around like 26 years I've been into the industry. Now I have some certain systems in my life, and I learn a lot of techniques in my life. I learn what kind of things I have to do, what things I should not do in my life. So in this journey, the main thing that I learned in my life is grabbing the opportunity. When I got an opportunity to be a member of JCI, I pushed myself into that, and I became a LOM president. There are a lot of ladders. It is a kind of non-government organization. You have to voluntarily involve yourself. You have to voluntarily spend money. You have to voluntarily give your time. You have to voluntarily spend a lot of money and energy in that. So that kind of voluntary opportunities gave a lot of insights to my mind, because whenever you do something for your life, if it comes with a profit, there will be a lot of challenges. But when you do something for your life which doesn't comes with a profit, there you get a lot of learning. So whenever you want to improve yourself, or whenever you want to really make something difference in your life, grab the opportunities wherever you're getting. Don't always calculate a profit. Don't always calculate a returns. Don't always be selfish. Always be someone who is being an individual, that you are going to giving something to the society. Because business is not something always you make profit. Business is always something what you keeps on growing yourself in the society, keeps on growing yourself in the industry. Wherever there is an opportunity, even when some few friends of you are doing some business, if you don't get the opportunity, you just involve yourself as an intern member to a company, which you feel that you will get a knowledge from that company. Why? Because not all the MBA students are getting an opportunity. Why? Because not all the MBA students are getting a placement in a company where there are campus interviews or wherever. Why the data or statistics are doing only 47%? Because most of us are not ready to enhance ourselves. Academic knowledge is only a basic thing. It is like just to make an individual to give a degree. Okay, BALASUBRAMANIAN MBA. Only the entry can give you an opportunity to enter into the doors of a corporate, enter into the doors of a company, or you will give an opportunity to start some projects or start to develop some products. But what is inside MBA? What is inside BALASUBRAMANIAN will decide what kind of individual or what kind of business this guy is going to do, and what kind of success this guy is going to get. That inside is something comes only from a continuous learning. When you study MBA, we cannot believe that, okay, I'm an MBA graduate, now I'm going to manage a company, now I will be one of the best managers in the world, or now I can be one of the best businessmen in the world. It cannot be. Sorry, friends. 26 years of experience, what taught me is you have to do continuous learning in your life. Every day you have to enhance your skills, enhance your confidence, enhance your memory power. You have to remember the names of all the individuals you are meeting for your business. When you name them in the next meeting, definitely they will keep you in your heart and mind. If I name Dr. Our father as Reggie Pasur in the next meeting, when I meet him, definitely he will believe, okay, this guy is not talking, he's walking his talk. So that kind of inspiration or that kind of impression that we have to do in every second of our life. MBA is not just going to give us everything in our life. Of course, this is an entry level. This is a platform for us to exhibit ourselves. This is a platform for us to make an impact in our life. This is just a launching platform. But from that launching platform to what height we are going, that is determined based on your continuous learning. You choose your industry and you choose what kind of continuous learning you will be doing in your industry. And one more thing I can share is like every individual in the world is being created by God for a purpose. So you have to find what is that purpose. It means like you have to be individually, you have to be like self-respectedly, or you have to be something different. Why I want to say that? Because we cannot able to copy everyone. Me and Samson Ji, who have been a panelist in a panel discussion last week, Sunday, in our JCI. When Samson started to speak, I was really surprised because the data on economy professor is giving is somewhat new to me. I doesn't look economy on that way. I was really surprised, and I really appreciated the way he's been giving all the statistics. So that only I started something in statistics this session initially, because I started to learn something from him. Okay, statistics also something we have to keep in mind. We have to understand, and we have to really put it into our everyday life. So that kind of individuality every individual is having. There will be only one Sachin Tendulkar. There will be one MS Dhoni. There will be one Vijay, or there will be only one Rajinikanth. But everyone is having their own individuality, and everyone is having a success in their life. Copy will not work in our life. We have to be an individual who can be identified for our own qualities, for our own achievements and our own experience and our own kind of strength. So that is one big thing every individual has to improve in your life. You just check what is your strength. Just make a column. If you have a pen and paper, now take it and write plus and minus, divide it into two, write all your plus. That means all your strength. I will sleep for 15 hours. That is my strength. No problem. Just write it down. I will sleep only for 3 hours. That is my strength. Okay, write it. No problem. I will ride bike 200 kilometer speed. No problem. Just write it. Whatever strength you can do, or whatever strength that you believe that is your strength, or I am a binge watcher of movie. I can watch Netflix like from morning 8 o'clock till evening 10 o'clock. No problem. Just write all your strength. And on the opposite side, just write all your weakness. And on the top of that, you are going to write what is your goal as a businessman, or what is your goal as an individual. What is the industry you have to choose? Connect that industry to the strength and weakness. Analyze yourself. Don't ask any suggestion. Don't ask anyone, and don't discuss with anyone what is your weakness, what is your strength. It is not like that. My weakness and my strength is inside me. If I want to be a better individual, if I want to be a real inspirational person, if I want to be a successful businessman or successful business manager or successful individual, I have to improve my strength, not by discussing with others. I have to discuss inside myself. So all the strength and all the weakness, write it down and think about that always. What are the points? What are the learnings I can do to improve my strength? So when you do plus and minus, definitely when you relate that to your business, you can understand, and you will not be on the percentage of individuals or percentage of students who are not going to get selected, or who are not going to start a business, or we are just not going to be an MBA student. We are going to be something different. And one more thing I can say you, like in my experience, what I learned is business and like a job or something, the achievement level will be decided by our mind, not by our eligibility or capacity or our experience. There will be one movie, Tamil movie called Vettaikaran. The hero is Vijay and the villain, I don't remember his name. And he used to say that his name is Vedanayagam. He is the rowdy in that area, and he used to say that people are being afraid of me because Vedanayagam na bayam. So everyone is fear of him, and everyone is not ready to oppose him or ask him any questions or do anything against him. Why? It is because of the fear. That is the same thing we are having inside our mind. I am from a very modest family. My father is a grocery shop owner. I don't have enough money in my life. How I can compete with a guy who has been passed out from IIT, the guy who has been passed out from one of the very best college in the country? It is only fear inside you. Both are individuals. Both of them eat only 3 times a day. Both of them sleep. Nobody can work without sleeping. So we have unique like things in our life, and we have some advantages and disadvantages also. So what we have to do is like we have to throw out our fear from our life. If you want to try something, I can speak like 24 hours non-stop based on all the points that we are discussing. But one thing I can able to share you here is I have an ambition. I have a wish. Like எனக்கு ஒரு ஆசை. I want to fly outside of India whenever I have the opportunity. I don't want to fly Coimbatore, Chennai, Coimbatore, Mumbai, Coimbatore, Delhi. I don't want that. I borrowed 2 lakh rupees from Cholamandalam Finance. You will not believe that. My first international trip, I borrowed 2 lakh rupees and I went there because I wish that, and I paid 8,000 rupees for 25 months from my salary when I was working. I don't mind because I wish that I want to travel to China with my friends for some business opportunities. I don't have money. I borrowed from Cholamandalam DBS. I went there. Now I went to, before lockdown, my country count is 48, and I have a wish to complete 100 countries in my life. At least to Belgium, I have been traveled more than 25 times for one single country. So if I add that, my country count maybe will be touching 100 now. So it doesn't mean that if you don't have money, if you don't have opportunity, it is only the fear inside us stopping us to achieve the big level. Big corporate company, you see that there are only few corporate companies or only few business companies in India that can be named internationally. We can say that, okay, Reliance, we can take Airtel, we can take Tata. But when you go to US and we go to Europe, every small city is having such kind of individuals. Every small city is having such kind of companies. Why it is happening and why it is happening very slowly in India? Because we are restricting our mind, we are restricting our heart, fearing of failure. What will happen if I fail? I can go to my grocery shop and I can sell with my father. I don't mind because I came from there and I don't have nothing to lose. But what I gained is 30 crores of turnover every year. What I gained is 48 years, 48 countries traveling experience. What I gained is like a big network of JCI friends all over the world. So if I've been feared, if I've been keeping myself inside my small town, Tirupur, I would have never achieved anything like this. So the only big thing I request everyone, because I really feel very sad inside my heart when I go to colleges or when I meet people from educational institutions, because my lifetime, what to say that, grievance is like missing my college days. You can think about that as higher secondary student, seeing all our friends going to colleges and you don't have the opportunity. You're just going to work in your factory. Even though you have the partnership in your factory, you don't have the opportunity to go to college. Every friend of mine will invite me to the college function. I will go at 8 o'clock in the morning. I will be with them for one day in a year or 6 months once, and I will come back. You know what kind of feeling that I will have inside my heart on the night? I cannot able to sleep. But now I'm feeling very happy. Now I'm feeling 100% satisfied that I have done something in my life. So such kind of thing, everyone has to make sure that you got a very great opportunity to study MBA, not an undergraduation, but a post-graduation. So that kind of opportunity you never miss. You have to achieve more than what I have achieved. That is the platform you already got. So from this platform, from this launch pad, the success that you are going to do has to be enormous. So for that kind of enormous success, you have to keep all the small points what I have shared in this session. And I really hope that the upcoming generation of the country is having a lot of potentials. And one day in the future, taking examples from America, taking examples from Europe, taking examples from other country will stop, and we will be capable enough to take examples from every look and corner of this country. So that kind of potential, that kind of young generations is there in India. And I wish every one of this college to have a very, very successful business life, to have a very, very successful personal life. And really, you will be using all this opportunity given by this organization to a wonderful level. And my session here will also help you and support you to a little bit more into your success. And I thank the management for this great opportunity. And I remain here if you have any questions. Thank you.
So that's a wonderful session. I think we have got a few questions. Questions you can type in the chat box, or you can straight away ask to Balu. Okay. So let me start with Balu. Could you please share with us what is the secret of taking Rebro as a brand international?
Thank you for the question. I have not been spending on that right now. And this question has given me something I have to think about in the future. Building a brand and taking that to international is something I don't always believe, because the brand has to take us to international level. We should not take the brand to international. It is something on the opposite. Keeping the presence wherever we want, and making a mark in an industry with our kind of products. Because like I have started a retail outlet here in Tirupur, where there are more than 5,000 garment factories selling t-shirts to a street where the t-shirt has been produced. That is the first challenge I have been doing in my life. Why I'm getting success? It is a very newly opened shop. We have been into the industry since last 15 years. So we know the taste of the customers. We know the quality the customers are expecting. We know what kind of continuous quality and continuous maintaining of the styles is more important. So what we are now focusing is making the brand available for every individuals for their different kind of tastes, and keeping the quality forever. We're not going to compromise on quality, not going to keep on changing the product's description, something like that. We have to develop a niche market for our brand. That is the idea now. So wherever there are opportunity to sell that niche market, wherever there are niche market to sell this brand, we are going to expand. Right now, the idea is to expand only within Tamil Nadu to achieve 20 stores for the next few years. And then slowly we have to go national level. And one more thing I want to share here to all the business, emerging businessmen or business managers here, always do business for profit. If you don't do something for profit, don't consider as a business. Because the reason behind this answer is, if I have the opportunity to put my brand internationally, competing with other big brands, if I don't earn money, what is the purpose of going international? I will be more comfortable earning money in India or earning money in Tirupur or in Tamil Nadu than doing my brand international and not earning any money. So the reason behind is it is not the boundaries that you have to set to expand your life or expand your product or business. It is actually there was a quota system that has been gone over from 2005 onwards. Before 2005, there was a quota system. Now we don't have a quota system, but the difference between every country has been decided by the duty that every country has framed with the other country. For example, when you export from India to Europe, you have 9% duty. I'm just giving you average figure because it differs from product to product. It differs from fabric composition. It has a lot of other things inside. But an average 9% duty from India becomes 0% when you export from Bangladesh to Europe. when you export from Pakistan to Europe. So this is the difference. It make a big difference based on the trade agreement between two countries. When you go to US, it's all the same. They doesn't give any advantage to any other countries, but still there are some duty-free countries. Like if you export from Peru to USA, if you export from Chile to USA, or some South American countries to USA, still they have duty-free. So we have to check that difference, but this doesn't make any big change in the industrial agreements or industrial orders that you are getting. Every country, what I have said in my speech is like every country is having their own strength. So we have to choose the product in which we are stronger. We cannot able to go and compete with Bangladesh. Bangladesh are producing, nowadays they are improving, but normally their production will be basic t-shirts, like round neck t-shirts with a small print. They will give you in throwaway prices because they are getting millions and millions of t-shirt orders. If you get the same order for a better price in India we cannot able to do, because our setup is something different. We are not equipped for mass market. What we are equipped is for value added production. That's why we are doing a lot of business in Europe textiles comparing to the Bangladesh and other countries. Current situation definitely gives us a lot of input, because we never thought of opening a retail store in our place. What I've been thinking before is like, there is a brand on the backside of me called J & Joy. I'm working with this brand for last 10 years and they are from Belgium. And this brand is really having a high-end product. And what I was thinking before lockdown was bring this brand to India. The brand was already brought to India by several other players like Myntra, like Iconic Fashions. They have tried to establish retail stores for this brand, but unfortunately, due to the international structure and the system in Belgium and India, the price range doesn't suit, and the competition for textile in India was enormous. So they cannot able to sustain, keep on selling this brand in India. So what I thought, being in association with this brand for almost like 11 years, I know the in and out of this brand, so I can try this brand here locally in Coimbatore or Chennai. That is what I was thinking before the lockdown. But all of a sudden, what happened during the lockdown, 42 days, I cannot able to go to my work. So I thought, okay, why I want to do a bigger risk? Why I want to take like something which is already someone has tried? So I have to do something different. So I have my own brand, Rebro, where I have the freedom to make what are changes I want. So I thought, okay, let us start something slowly here in our own place and then see how the market reacts. And that is also additional thing that we are doing in business, because our main business is exports and we are mostly doing a lot of production for customers' own brand, not our own brand. Even though we have our own brand since last 2-3 years, last 13 years, we are doing production for other brands. So we know a lot of understanding about the brands, what kind of improvements the brands are doing every year. The same industry, one thing I am making sure is I don't want to get involved in a diversified industry, because the knowledge in the diversified industry will take time to acquire. What I believe is learning every day. So I want to learn in my industry and I want to do something in a different platform. Like I want to take my business like a train track. One track I want to do it in export, one track I want to do it in an Indian market. So that's why I've chosen one brand, and then we are doing some efforts to bring the brand to the next level in the coming days. Thank you.
So again, a question. So what do you think the digital platforms that has interrupted in your, maybe in your sale, or what about the sale through digital platforms?
Yeah, I have some points kept for my next speech, but this question is making me to take that point. Digital platform, you will not believe I started a digital platform online website, a shopping cart named www.bluetees.com in the year 2008. There is a leadership program called Nalanda in our JCI. I attended Nalanda, and the way back, you got fire and you got motivated. Like 4 days of training program, every trainer is one of the best from the organization. They are motivating you to do like you are the best in the whole world. You want to do something. After 4 days from the training session, I was flying. So I have to do something. I invested around like 5-6 lakhs and I started this online platform even before Myntra was started in 2008. But the challenge is you want to keep on funding those kind of digital platforms. Nowadays, like people are, I realize this difference between digital, offline and brick and mortar stores is like you have to reach the customer and then you have to make your presence in digital. Because we have done both experiments in the last 2 years. When I want to create a brand, Rebro, when I want to make more people know about that brand, the amount of finance or the amount of capital they have to inject to make that visible will be enormous. That kind of idea will make you go bankrupt. Because now we can say that, okay, everyone is online, you can sell your products online. That is always possible. But without making an impact in the hearts and minds of your customer, you cannot able to go and sell your products digitally, and you cannot able to earn money on that. Ultimately, we are going to do business for profit, not for making our brand known to everyone and going bankrupt. That is not the reason. So you have to make sure if you want to do something digital, of course, you have to keep your presence in digital, but you have to make your product reach every customer, and the customer has to experience your product. And when the customer has experienced your product, they know all the specifications, then you can make the customer's life easy, asking them to come to digital and make a shopping or make some business. But initially, the digital platform for startups or for small businessmen, it will be a big challenge. And what competition are you going to face? When you are in textile, you are going to face competition with Myntra, competition with Flipkart, competition with Amazon. They will kill you definitely. But a small store, inviting customer, making them feel good, giving them good quality products, no one can compete there. So we have to start slowly. That is what we are doing now. And I hope slowly we will develop this model to a next level. And definitely our digital presence will also be there. But we cannot able to compete with all these big giants in the digital platforms. That is what I have learned here. Start with my name. It is like my very old idea. As I said you, I am just a higher secondary passed out individual. So I don't know the algorithms, or I doesn't learn any too much things in my life to create a brand. I was thinking to start my company. So basic normal individual in India, what he will do, he will just go and check his horoscope and then write the favorite numbers. 5 is my favorite number. And I also got married, so I have to give some importance to my wife. So I took the name of my wife, first 2 letters, and my name, first 1 letter, and I make a name called REB. Rekha is my wife's name, and my name is Balu. So we put REB, Reptex. Reptex is name of the company which we started like in 2005. That is the name of the export company where we are doing around 30 crores turnover with 7 customers all around the globe. So after that company is going good in 2015, we thought that we have to create a brand name in the Indian market. So I don't want to lose the lucky charm of the name. I don't want to go to a different name. And I cannot able to keep Reptex as a brand because it comes with textile. It doesn't give any uniqueness. So I have again went back to the same old mechanism of like lucky numbers. I thought, okay, we can add something. We have tried a few options, and Rebro looks sounds good, and all of my family members agreed. Then we started like that. We doesn't have any special reasons, but what I can say is that if you find some small things to add it in your business, your family will be happy. I put my wife as a proprietor for this company, Rebro, so I can be peacefully looking after the business, and what are the credits that are coming to this brand, I can give to them. Even though I create the brand, I take care also with me so that she can also feel she's just sitting in next room and doing some promotional work for the brand. So it is always like that. Wherever you have the opportunity, you take people along with you. There is a saying like that: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go alone, go long, take someone with me. So it is like that. Like-minded people or people who you believe that they are some lucky charm. So you have to take that. And my answer to your question regarding the multiple countries understanding, my first strength or my first great opportunity is like that. I don't produce my own brand and I don't market it in different countries. What is the great opportunity I got in my life is to be born and brought up in Tirupur. It is a versatile city for the textile business. You come here, you spend your life 2 years, definitely you will understand the look and corner of this business. So that kind of opportunity is a big advantage for me. The second one is my production opportunities here. You can do production for any kind of brands, any kind of products with the facilities available here. It doesn't necessary that you need to be a factory with vertical setup, everything inside. Tirupur is having such a setup so that you can do production for Tommy Hilfiger, you can do production for a t-shirt which is sold as 50 rupees in the market. So we have everything placed in Tirupur, and only production is not deciding a company's business. What it is what it is been doing is like something marketing and sales, because production is one side, marketing and sales is another side. I will be having some hesitations to share this point, but it has to be shared because it is the reality. There are a lot of bad names about Indian garment industry in the overseas customers' mind, because what they think, Indian people are good, they are good in heart, but they are not good in their commitment. That is what people in overseas as textile customers are believing since long time. So to my level, I am breaking that and I am making them impact like, okay, India is something, what we talk, we are now walking that also. So that kind of impressions happened before, because people became greedy when they start to get business. They make a lot of commitments, or they do commitments which they cannot able to honor. That is what something spoiling not only that particular company, but spoiling the entire country. If one company in India, one company from Tirupur doesn't really makes the commitment, or doesn't honor the commitment, or doesn't like walks the way that they are talking initially, the whole importer or the whole businessman who are sitting on the other side of the world, they will think that the entire Indians are like this. They will say something in the beginning, they will not respect. They will say something in the beginning and they will do opposite in the end. So that kind of understanding you have to really make sure, or you have to really improve your knowledge on that kind of area to understand the customers. I can proudly say that Junior Chamber International, JCA, has given me lot of opportunities to learn that kind of customers mind or customers business knowledge through offline platforms, because I don't meet the businessmen in JCI, but I meet people from Belgium, I meet people from France, Germany, Italy, or USA, or any other countries in the world. Lot of people from Africa come to conferences. Lot of people from Europe come to conferences. Lot of people from India or the subcontinent or Asian countries, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Canada, from Mexico, from South American countries, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. So you will be having opportunity to meet n number of people in the JCA conferences. So what I will do is I will interact with them. I will get the local feeling about them. So what is the business practice in Netherlands? Netherlands is a very special country for me, because you cannot able to penetrate and just go and get a meeting with the customer in Netherlands. It's very difficult. So when I meet a individual who is not connected to any business of me in Netherlands, he can give me some tips. Okay, Balu, this is the reason Netherlands businessmen are very tough to break in. So what are the advantages, or what are the bypass to go and meet them? So they will give some kind of tips. I will take the tips in my heart, or I'll remember the tips. Whenever I have an opportunity to meet a customer from Netherlands, I will just implement the tips. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not. But if it is working, then what I have learned from JCI, I'm implementing here. So what is the take here? It is like that the continuous learning that you are having in your life will give you fortune, not only academic. You always want to involve in yourself into some voluntary organizations according to your business, and don't ask business in voluntary organization wherever you are going. You're going join in JCI, and don't ask everyone that I am an MBA graduate, I'm looking for a big corporate to join. Or if you go to Rotary or Lions, any non-government organization, don't go and ask immediately. Go and make an impact there. Go and make people in that kind of voluntary organization remember about you. Go and make people feel happy. Go and make people feel that when this guy is here, there is some happiness around. And then when you started to do something, those kind of people will support you. So that kind of knowledge and that kind of experience I have been gaining from a lot of other international friends. That gives me opportunity to understand the business, and then I always implement that to my business, and I will try to improve that. I doesn't want to say that I got enough experience to convince every customer. I do have a lot of failures, but my success rate is little bit more, even though I don't have any big academic background. My success rate is more because I get a lot of knowledge from my continuous learning, and everyone wants to do that. You cannot able to say that, okay, I'm an MBA graduate, so I can achieve everything in my life. You cannot able to say that. You have to learn every day. MBA is a platform for you, and as I said, you have to launch from yourself from there to next level. Whatever business that's why I pointed out, you have to choose your business, and based on the business, you have to choose your non-business activities, and you have to keep someone as your mentor or something, so that you can ask some very sensitive or very secret questions to him to get some answers. So that kind of things you have to keep in your mind. You cannot able to share all your secrets to everyone. At the same time, if you don't share your secrets, or if you don't ask opinions to other people, there will be lot of chances for improving your failure rate. So if you experience something outside your business, the same opportunity come to your business, means if you failed outside, then you can be very cautious in business and avoid such kind of situation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think we'll take one or two questions more. Okay. One question is this: if somebody is approaching, maybe from there'll be a chance for amalgamation or merging your business. When will you take it up, or will you go forward? Maybe if your brand is one sort of, if somebody is asking for a merging, or if that's a kind of one question. Okay. So you're muted.
Sorry, that is an interesting question. It depends on what kind of happiness or what kind of idea that you are having in your business. Sometimes it's very difficult to say no if you are getting a fortune, like, okay, your company is doing good, you want to take that brand to next level. Even we are taking your brand to us, we are making a merging. You can still be the deciding on your brand, you can still operate everything. But once the control of your brand, or once the control of your company goes away from you, it is not your company. You are going to be an employee for other ones. I don't really believe in that concept. I don't want I've been listening to the WhatsApp messages sometimes. Yesterday, I think 4,000, 5,000 crores comes to your life, still you can eat only 3 times a day. So I don't believe in making big. I believe in making something different. So if an opportunity comes, I will really feel very happy, but I can politely say that my brand will remain with me, even though I'm not making any money. I will be my own boss. Thank you.